CT25 with Eric Parker. Sponsored by Johnson Brunetti.
Good morning and happy Father's Day. Summer officially begins this Friday at 10:41 p.m. and we're hoping the sunny days eventually kick in so we can enjoy some swimming and hiking and biking at our state parks. Katie Dykes is Commissioner of the Connecticut Department of Energy and Environmental Protection. She's joining me in Studio A to talk about what's new at our state parks. We've been doing this for the last few years about this time, but we're in person this year.
We are.
So thank you for coming in. Everybody gets excited, and I know a lot of people, you know, it's a tradition of summer to get out to those state parks wherever it is that they go. What are you expecting, just overview? And we'll go through some of the programs, but It's got to be an exciting time at DEP.
It is. This is, I mean, we work all year towards this moment, and we are this summer expecting to welcome back over 15 million visitors to our state parks. And this time, when they're coming back, they're going to see more than just beautiful views. We have made a lot of infrastructure improvements. We've expanded our staffing. We have new programs to ensure there's access to our parks. There's so much going on. So we're really excited about this summer season.
Well, let's talk about some of the new things. And I know it's 40 significant projects. The whole thing's a $70 million restore project, but 40 things have already happened that people will see out there.
You bet. Governor Lamont is a big lover of hiking and getting outdoors, and working with the legislature, he's invested more than $70 million in parks infrastructure upgrades. And so we've completed about 40 of those projects through the Restore CT Parks initiative. That means when you're coming to Huebline Tower in Simsbury, you're going to be able to look out at the 360 panoramic views through sparkling new windows. We've upgraded the boardwalk at Rocky Neck. If you're down at Gillette Castle, you can take in that view of the Connecticut River from a refurbished terrace, and the list goes on. Salt Rock campground, we always know when people are roughing it, they want to know that the showers and the bathrooms are going to be sparkling and clean, and we've upgraded the bathhouse there too. So I think visitors, whether it's your first time or your 50th time coming to some of these beloved locations, you're going to see these parks looking really loved and beautiful, and we're excited about that investment we've been able to make.
And I think we can't say it enough that if you live here, you can go to your parks. This is something that you can just do.
Absolutely, with no parking fee, thanks to the Passport to Parks program. That came into place several years ago for a modest fee on your vehicle registration. Now we no longer have to charge Connecticut residents with a Connecticut registered vehicle to park at a Connecticut park. And so that means you can get in faster, no waiting in line. It also means you can head out for lunch and go visit, you know, your favorite pizza shop or scoop shop without giving up your parking fee for the day. But most importantly for us at DEEP, it means that we can support the level of staff that we need, both seasonal workers. We hire about 500 every summer to come in, as well as our full-time staff. We've been able to expand our staffing, and that means better programming, better amenities. We're keeping things clean. We're keeping, you know, folks safe. It's really meant a lot for our department to be able to keep these parks in great shape.
Anyone who goes particularly to the parks that face Long Island Sound in the summertime knows they do fill up. And that's one thing that you guys have wanted to get out there, is to check that X or Twitter feed to see that, because sometimes pretty early in the morning they're already at capacity. You're
right. We've had some rainy weather this month, but we are, you know, looking forward to those hot summer days and welcoming folks to the shore. And we just encourage folks to go early. If it's going to be hot, you know, we may have some crowds, so go early in the day and check our Twitter feed at CT State Parks, and you can get real-time updates on what's going on. We also have a new program for Squanch Pond, because that is one of the locations that does get extra visitors that you can actually register in advance to have a space. So, but we don't want to be turning people away, but we know that these are really popular parks. So if it's a hot weekend through the summer and you're going to the shoreline, encourage you to check online first before you make that drive.
Now you're actually doing double duty today. You're the commissioner and the spokesmodel for your T-shirt. So tell us about your T-shirt here, because this is pretty cool, and we're going to tell people at the end of the interview how to buy one.
Well, that's great. So you can now show your love for Connecticut State Parks through, we have designed some beautiful commemorative T-shirts celebrating some of our iconic parks here in the state, and you can find them on our website at shop.ctparks.com. It's just a fun thing that we've done.
And the money supports the parks.
It all goes back to parks. And that ctparks.com website is incredible. Rental. If you haven't visited that, please do, because it helps you not only find a park for the activity you're interested in, but also find local tourist destinations in the area that you can visit as well.
Accessibility is a big thing, and that's something that's happening at some of the parks, some all-terrain wheelchairs that might help someone who might not be able to go.
It's extraordinary. Thanks to support from the legislature, we now are providing all-terrain wheelchair rentals at 7 of our state parks. And Eric, I have to tell you some of the feedback and the stories I've heard from families who've taken part in this, just to be able to, get out onto the sand, go out on a trail. It's really, really cool, and it's part of our commitment, not just to helping, steward these beautiful parks, but help people, everyone, get to enjoy them.
There's also, I know, some other things that you're looking at, things like kayak rentals.
Yeah.
Tell us about that quick. I just want to get to some of the cool stuff people may not know.
So cool. So we also have a Partnership in Parks program where we're providing for kayak rentals through working with small businesses and other vendors. So you can go out and rent a kayak at Lake Wintergreen and other locations. We've got some innovative new concessions that we're offering. And this is all through working with small businesses and other vendors who can offer these exciting opportunities for folks. So another thing to check out on our CT Parks website.
You know, we want people to have fun, but not too much fun. There are some parks with no alcohol, right? We have an alcohol ban.
Yes.
I think we have a map we're going to show people.
Yes.
Some places that you can go, but leave the booze at home.
Yeah, that's right. Look, we want people to have a good time, but do it responsibly. And these are some of the locations where we have those bans in place. It's also a great reminder around water safety too. It's great to get out on the water, but the temperatures are still a little cold, so make sure you're really cautious about and wear that, PFD. And of course, we really recommend not mixing alcohol and, getting in the water, whether you're out boating or out swimming. Just take those simple precautions so everyone can have a good time.
Just 30 seconds left, but one thing we've talked about a lot in the past is that seasonal employment, finding lifeguards, finding workers. Yes. How are you doing on that? Will people see everybody out there?
We're doing great. We have, had a lot of success. We have the best lifeguard crew in the country. They're amazing, and they're on duty now at our shoreline locations. We'll have all of our inland swimming locations ramped up by July 4th. We are still hiring, so check out our website if you're interested in being a seasonal worker at one of our state parks. It's a great job to work outside. Last thing, and I do this every year, you're the commissioner. Tell us one secret gem that people need to know about. I mean, with my family, we love to get out to Stratton Brook and hike. Is it the hiking or is it the scoop shop, going to Toll Meadow Farms to get that, homemade ice cream afterwards. But there's so many beautiful locations all across the state, and you can find a great itinerary on ctparks.com. Well, you're doing my job for me, because that's the next thing we're going to do. Commissioner Katie Dykes, thank you so much for being with us, and let's show all that information to people. Here's how you can get the info. You go to ctparks.com. You can also find information on Twitter or X under 2 accounts, at CT State Parks and at CT Boating Info. If you're interested in reserving a camp spot, you can call 1-877-668-CAMP, and we'll have all this information on the WFSB.com website. Plus, there's more. The state has cool state park t-shirts for sale. That's what the commissioner is wearing. Shop.ctparks.com for that. Did I get it all? You got it all. All right. That's great. Thank you for being with us.